about women of hip-hop coming together to share their thoughts, opinions, and experience in the hip-hop game. So that's what us ladies are pretty much doing today. So welcome again to Warrior of Rhythm. So today we are going to talk about, we are going to discuss the rise of female in hip-hop. We have a female in hip-hop today pretty much had an issue of only having white people at her show. And we're going to discuss that a little bit later. But what I wanted to get to right now is to introduce ourselves. My name is Red Autumn. I'm a female rapper and a songwriter. Got her over here.
What's good? I'm Sam, straight out of Brooklyn, audio engineer, freelancer. Let me know what you need.
Yes.
Hey guys, I'm Major Way. I'm from the Lower East Side, female MC.
I'm Lyrically Written, you can call me Lyric, and I'm a poet. I live in Brooklyn.
Yes. And I forgot to mention I live in Brooklyn too. BK to the fullest.
Brooklyn is popping.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is popping.
We're going to make her Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm just going to move to Brooklyn soon.
So, since you guys got a chance to know who we are, each of us our role in hip-hop, so we're going to discuss today as female hip-hop is on the rise, should a female rapper complain about not having enough black and brown people at their shows when mostly white people are attending? Should it matter on who is showing support or paying to see artists of color? This is a reference to a dope rapper named NoName. She started to notice that only white people were showing up at her shows, and she feels like she wants to have an audience of black people at her shows, and this was a reference to an interview on Beat One Radio. So ladies, should this matter for a person of color that they just don't want to only have white people? They want people, I guess, that looks like them. Should that matter?
I personally think that if it does play a big aspect in your life as an artist, then you should then figure out at that point, how do I strategize to get my people to come to my shows? What don't I have, or what grabs their attention? What's going to get them out of their houses and into the field to come watch me? And I think that's where they have to care a little bit more and try a little bit harder to do that. But to backlash and to go on social media and what I felt like was kind of belittling a little bit in a way to some people. I think that was wrong.
So you're saying that it really shouldn't matter. Like, you should just appreciate anyone that is at least supporting your music.
Right. Absolutely. Now, if you do care, then you need to go above and beyond there to get those people, those kind of audience into your, to your shows. But other than that, what she did was wrong. I feel like, yeah.
I mean, anyone feel the same?
I definitely say I agree with the part. The part that's very important that what you said was that if you feel like you feel a way about it, then do something about it.
Right.
So when it comes to artistry and all that other stuff, as an audio engineer, I tell artists this all the time. You have to know who your target market is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj having the same fan base. Like the root fan base, they don't look like the same person. So if you don't come into this industry already knowing who your target market is, it's kind of like you kind of played yourself a little bit just in the beginning. So you can have a frustration, you can have an anger with all feelings. Like I could feel one way and feel different 2 seconds later. It's really not that big of a deal. I understand that she wants people to come to her crowd, but she also mentioned Meek Mills and Megan Thee Stallion on how there's more minorities going to their shows.
Right.
And it's us. I understand where the frustration comes from, but also your genre of music, as you said, is not as appealing to whatever's happening right now. I guess in our culture, because I'm Puerto Rican myself. I'm licensed. I'm Puerto Rican myself, so I know. Yeah, right. So it's like I understand where the frustration comes from, but as far as to go and be like, oh, I'm not doing it no more, then it's kind of like, so what you really here for? And I'm gonna say this because I love NoName. Don't get me wrong. I went to one of her concerts. The first time I ever found out about her, I went to that concert. It was like across the street from the park, Prospect Park or whatever, in the Park 3. stuff made me want to do music like more. To be honest, she's one of my low-key inspirations when it comes to it. But when she said that, it was just like, all right, I understand your frustrations, but one, you got mad money coming from these people. These people do not have to invest in you. At the end of the day, two, this is not like we're in a process. We're in a progress stage. So I'm not saying that history is like, oh, we shouldn't pay attention to it. Black people are like white people. I'm not saying that. You get what I'm saying? There's still hurt that comes from it. But we're supposed to grow into togetherness. You get what I'm saying? A person is a person at the end of the day. I'm not saying that people don't lash other people for it. But we're not supposed to look on it and be like, oh yeah, let's glorify this, and I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna dub it just because they with me. Nah, they with you. Like, those are your peoples right now. Let it rock. And if they get more peoples, then you do what you gotta do as an artist. As a person, we all graduate, like, we all growing, so I guess you got music. Yeah, it's like a toss-up, to be honest, when it comes to me in that comment. I know, I said a lot, I'm sorry.
I felt like she was wrong. However, it's 2019. We're in a day and age. Like, different races like different genres of music, and like hip hop is a thing right now. It's a big thing right now. There's so many different people. We got Spanish people, Black people. Everybody's coming out, and it's just like this is what people like, and this is what we do. So why does it matter who your support is coming from? Like, I get it in a sense where, like, you know, Black people are supposed to, you know, support each other and everything, but it's like I did a show one time, and I had like met people from like Asia and like Europe and Spain. Like I didn't even know, and it was like, yo, they don't even speak English. Like, yeah, and it's just like support is free. It's gonna come, and then just take it in. And like you said, we're in a growing stage. Like, we're constantly growing. We're constantly learning. Okay, what can we do to get a bigger audience, to get a better audience? It's just strategy, and it's just working on your craft and becoming a better artist.
Right.
That's all.
It's
like,
how much you want it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, how much you really want to be here. Right. So if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do, but no one's gonna chase. Like, at that point.
And people pay for what they want to pay for. Like, she had made a comment about financial
Situation.
and
that's where I went in. That was my belittling comment. Like, there was a lot of things that she was saying, or like even some people don't feel comfortable coming to concerts, and she was like, well, they need to get out their bubble. Why are you forcing these people to come to change who they are just to make you comfortable? I think you're wrong for that. Like, as an artist, you know why you started it. So my question to you is, why did you start it?
Alright, so I agree with everyone here, but this is the Libra in me. I always
Nice.
So if I can get inside of NoName's head, right? Like, I think what her issue is, she's been an independent artist for a long time. And you know, as an independent artist, like, for years and years, you sometimes get stuck in this world that you've been used to, especially like when we do shows. I'm not gonna lie, at these shows that I do, it's mostly Black and, you know, Hispanic people. You might find like a little bit of white people here and there. You might have like maybe 5 Asians over there, you know? But everybody is Black and brown that comes out to the shows. And as an independent artist, like, before she started to get recognition for her work, I think that's what she was used to. She has to realize, and most independent artists have to realize nowadays, hip-hop became such a mainstream genre. It's the #1 genre right now. So most of these people that do come out and buy tickets are white people. Look at majority of the festival. There's like a smaller number of festivals that's just dedicated to Black and brown people, and then the rest of the festival is like largely white people. And so now she's still not mainstream, but she's getting that attention that is like itching to like mainstream status. So I think she sees the change in her audience. So now when you have that change, when you go from like doing smaller shows with Black and brown people, and then when you start to get more recognition, you're going to start to know your demographic is going to change a little bit. Now, this is also another question, like as you mentioned, where, well, not another question, maybe a statement, which you mentioned about the ticket pricing. Is it that black and brown people can't afford, especially like to certain festivals, that they can't afford tickets the way white people can afford it? That's another thing to think about. And I would say, do our people want to really, if it's not like Summer Jam or something, do they really want to go out? Like maybe they're just really prone to like looking at you online, and it could be a whole culture thing.
Yeah.
And then I think with her, she has to realize you're getting more attention. Look at tons of like the biggest rappers out right now. If you look at Travis Scott, like last tour, yes, you had like black and brown people in there, but look at the majority of the audience. It was like so many white people. You didn't hear him complaining. Now, on her defense, I understand why she wants black people at her show. It's because some of the content of her music, she probably feels like these white people are not gonna like understand what
They don't feel it.
yeah, they just probably like feel her flow, like, oh, she's rapping dope, her beat is dope, but are you connecting to what her lyrics are saying? And she wants like people that looks like her, literally connecting to every single word that, you know, in her experience. Because it can be, like, let's say we go to a show, like, this is an example. I went to see Ain't Too Proud about the Temptations on Broadway. And they were having a scene where they were talking like back in the 60s during segregation time, where they were on the bus and it was like white supremacy was like following them. They were like throwing things at the bus. And I could just look around and I see other black people, like, we were like so used to, we're like, oh yeah, we know, like, this is, but then like, there was like a white lady next to me and she had like this look like she was like, you know, and I think to her defense, like if she talks about certain things, they might not get it or they might feel like this so-called white guilt. And I think she wants to feel like at home. So what I can maybe suggest for her is to maybe have like smaller, intimate concerts sometime where you invite out people of color to your shows. And when you do these big, huge, you know, festivals and performances, expect that people that are not of color is going to be there.
That's a good idea, because she did mention, and I think one of her tweets, she said, oh, and I'm not going to change my craft. Like, that's good. Like, as an artist, that's great. Never change who you are. As an industry person, you get what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. We're talking money, we talking business, we talking those corporate people. That's different. As an artist, I understand where she's coming from, and she's like, oh, I don't want to change my craft. So I like that idea of doing those little things so that you have your little dose of what you really feel, and then you got to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go out and pay the bills, and then go home, back home to whatever you really feel inside. So I like that idea.
It's like just she definitely needs to just continue being blessed. Because as independent artists up here, I am trying to get into your shoes. I am tired playing at these smaller venues and then like waiting till my next turn and then begging the promoter, let me be number 3, because you know, like it's a true story. Like you have to figure out like a certain time when you want to go on, because it's like, okay, I know there's going to be a good amount of people here, and if I go on too early or too late, people that bought probably like 50 people with them, they are done on their art, and I'm trying to gain new fans. So, NoName, I understand your sentiment. Trust me, like I literally do, but I don't mind taking your spot if I have to, but I definitely don't want to do that at all, but I think you ladies are right about that, and I understand her whole sentiment. But on that note, I would like I would literally like to introduce this topic that is going to be called, you ladies, All Hail the Queen.
I was there for a second.
It's okay.
She was like, oh.
It's okay.
It's gonna get better. It's gonna get so much better.
It's gonna get better.
All hail the queen.
This is first
All hail the
episode.
queen.
All hail the queen. So, and for Women Crush Wednesday, we like to celebrate many different women in hip hop, especially since other shows out there in podcasts. I'm not gonna name no names. Give no names, but I'm not gonna name any names. But the reason why we had created this show, because a lot of other shows and podcasts like brush over many female rappers, like album reviews or anything. If it's not them talking about certain type of drama or talking about somebody's whole voluptuous body, then they're literally brushing over and they're just going back talking about the same people they always talk about. So I want to kind of just give that acknowledgement and that respect. So All Hail the Queen week for today is Roxanne and Shantae. Yes. So.
Queens?
Wait, are you from Queens? No,
She is. I know that she is.
She just shot
I
out.
just be representing everybody.
Yeah, you're in New York, period.
Yeah, New York,
like. So, Roxanne Shantae, this Queen Bridge Force is the first solo female rapper to make a mark. Only at 14, Roxanne Shantae records Roxanne Revenge, a response to a record to UTFO Roxanne track, showing the fellas how it's done. She did not hold any punches, she came to swing. She would rap better than most of the guys in her neighborhood. I don't know if any of you saw her Netflix movie. That was really, really good. I'm actually happy they did that because no one really show or talks too much about Roxanne like they should. So her name spread around in the neighborhood, eventually New York, everywhere. And another thing that she does today is she runs a nonprofit organization called Mind Over Matter, which help a lot of youth that's all down on their luck. And just like how, if you saw the Netflix movie, you got a chance to see her life, how it was like troubling time for her when she was a teen. So I think it's great for a legend like her to pretty much give back to the youth that way, to be a great mentor. So the queen of this week, all hail to Roxanne Shantae. Yes. So, in closing, I would like to introduce another segment we have called Damn, That Girl Can Spit. Oh, snap. So, all four of us are very talented. If you need, like, your records done, you need to sound really dope, we got our girl Sam over here. Her information is going to be, throughout the show, you're going to see our Instagram names to, like, pretty much follow us. So as you guys know, I mentioned I'm a rapper. Major is a rapper. Over here, Lyrical, she's a dope poet. So we're going to showcase a little something for you to come to our page or to check out our music. We're going to give you like a little taste. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to throw it to my girl Major. And the lyric is she's going to hit it home.
Yes.
Okay, I tried.
Who's the person being an engineer?
Right, thanks.
Right.
Alright, so loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Flipping the strip in a country that's living in vain. What a shame, so insane. In the membrane with dignity. We trapped in the box like our minds are free. In the land of the free, supposed to be. Have a million things in my mind not supposed to be. Be power, glory, my country, 'tis the thee. Say it please with a grain of salt, with a tasteless tongue, with a bit of one. Bum bum bum. Sound of the drum to the bass in the middle of the soul. Can't be told with an iron fist. This that I got my soul bold with a world so cold. My DNA is the truth. Shouldn't have doubts. No can do. All about power. Game of Thrones. Rose in the garden. Look so sweet. Poison the vine. Be naive. Country tis the thief. Who are we? Element in this cold, cold world. Like a big fish in a small pond with a big mind, with a lack of time, with an open mind, with certified cancer climb. Run away from problems thrown in your face. Not by choice. Cause we got warm blood of a lioness running through our veins. Put to shame in a small time. In the current time, in your lifetime, can't be defined. An outlet of the time of enjoyment of the mind to control of the power. What? There's need no introduction. It was woman gave you life. Help you breathe into the life. No disrespect in hindsight. Isn't right. Ladies, listen to me. Know your worth. Don't waste your time on the unwanted. It will waste your work. Be your boss with the way you live your life. Don't be fright. All fall down. Get back up and fight. Cause it's your crown. Now stand your ground. Never lose your weight. Build back up your energy. In this world, they view you in a fragile state. Under the glam, you are raw. They are damaged by glasses be broken cause their mind isn't focused. Not my problem, so don't provoke it. Don't provoke it. Not my problem, so don't provoke it. Don't provoke it. In this world, it's not your problem, so don't provoke it. Major, what you got for me? Major, what you got?
Okay.
Major, what you got for
Let's
me?
go.
Major, what you got?
Hey, yo, who that rap chicken? Why she making so much noise? I'm headed to the top. I rap better than the boys. This rap shit is serious. Attitude ridiculous. Sex, money, drugs got these rappers so delirious. All they wanna talk about is bodies that are fake. Listen, sis, do you? I ain't even trying to hate, but what's the purpose of your raps if they really can't relate? Music speaks motivation. You don't use no wordplay. Listen, I know I've been away for a while. I thought I gave up. These sleeping ass niggas rising grind. It's time to wake up. No makeup, just trying to work hard and get my cake up. Can't write your own bars. I do this shit off the wake up. But
World shit right there. It's world shit. Yes, my type of shit. I ain't a rapper though. I'm a poet, so you know, but we are the first MC, so despicable. You motherfuckers are despicable. Disrespectful, ungrateful, simply unoriginal. Y'all flossing by money, cars, and clothes. But what happened to self-morals, dedication, and the goals? This is what the world's come to. Is this as far as it goes? We either looking over our shoulder or someone stepping on our toes. This shit is exhausted and overrated. Simply immature and outdated. Someone tell me what happened to the storylines behind the rhymes. We had the lessons, the blessings, and let's not forget the aggregations for us to come together outside this versus our nation. But you niggas is tripping. Instead, y'all shooting each other because you live a block over. Got your mama crying out because you left her to be the soldier. Lyrics is teaching girls it's okay to dance and pose instead of furthering her education and keeping her legs closed. This is the world I want to live. It used to be get married, then you can have your kids, but nowadays it's kids having kids, living so deep in their sins with no care to repent, finessing life and got the nerve to call it heaven sent. Y'all are fucking despicable.
Yes.
Despicable.
Yes.
Damn, that Oh my gosh, on that note, thank you everyone for stopping by to Warriorofrhythm. Thank you so much. Please continue to support us. We are like ladies out here grinding.
Follow me.
But guys, please continue to support us. Like I said, you're going to see our Instagram underneath here. You will see Warriorofrhythm Instagram. And check out more behind the scenes and everything. We're to watch the show. But just remember, we all are kings and queens.
Yes.
But queens are the ones that have spoken.
Yeah.
So,
Making noise. Yes.
be a warrior and stay blessed. Thank you.
Gotta let them know what it is. Gotta let them know what's about. Gotta let them know what's real. Gotta let them know. I got the power. Gotta let them know what it is. Gotta let them know what's about. Gotta let them know what's real. Gotta let them know. I got the power. Gotta let them know what it is. Gotta let them know what's about. Gotta let them know what's real. Gotta let them know. I got the power. Gotta let them know what it is. Gotta let them know what's about. Gotta vibe. Ayy, who is that over there? Drinking so much haterade. Ayy, warm blood of a lioness flowing through my veins. Nevertheless, it's what I'm breathing. Power storing, power beaming, power reaching higher level to perceive.